this time, put your hands together for Mr. Christion Willett.
Appreciate that. Turn it back off. Hello. Hello.
Turn it off.
Hello. Everybody can hear me? Everybody can hear me? Hey, listen. I'm honored to be here. I'm super thankful to be in the room with you all. Man, this is a special group. This is a special place to be. And everybody in this room, I want to tell you right now that you got purpose. That we in this room right now together for a reason. Everywhere I go, every community I touch, every people that I reach, I'm telling you right now, I'm bringing a message. I'm bringing a message that tell you that you can do it. I'm bringing you a message that tell you that you got to believe in yourself. I'm bringing you a message because I'm telling you right now, I was in that same position. I was in those same shoes. I was in the same seat that you was in right now. And I promise you, what I want to tell you today is that you could be anything that you want to be in your life that you put your mind to. And you got to go through adversity. And you got to go through the storm. And you got to go through different things in your life that it might seem hard right now, but I'm telling you, God got your back. I'm telling you, your community got your back. Your teachers got your back. The people that believe in loving you, they got your back. And that's why I'm here today. I'm here today because we're going to make a difference. The people in this room going to make a change. The people in this room, we're going to be something special, and we're going to do something for our community. Everybody in this room going to make a difference because you're going to be exactly who you called to be. You don't got to be nobody else to make a difference. You can just be who you called to be. Listen, I want to tell y'all a story. I remember, man, when I was y'all age, I was going through a hard time in my life. I didn't really know who I wanted to be. I didn't really know what I wanted for my life. I kept getting in trouble. I kept getting bad grades. I was almost kicked out of school. And I'll never forget the moment where I got the biggest wake-up call in my life. I was sitting in a room, and I had two friends. I had one friend on my left and one friend on my right. The friend on my left, he had a gun in his hand. The friend on my right, he had some dope that he just stole. And in that moment, I looked at myself, and I had to make a decision. Is this the life that I want? Do I want to end up with toting guns my whole life? Do I want to be in a room full of people who got dope, who getting in trouble? And when I looked in that room, I had to evaluate myself. And I had to evaluate my life. And I had to think about who I'm hanging around and the decisions that I'm making. The dude on the right, he had the gun. Guess what? He ain't make it to see 1920. The one on the left who had the dope, he's spending the rest of his life in jail. So I had to make a decision in that moment. Who did I want to be? What type of life did I want for myself? Do I want to spend the rest of my life in the grave? Or do I want to spend the rest of my life in jail? Or do I want to be somebody? Or do I want to make a difference? Do I want to have something in my life that's going to bring change? I'm telling you right now, y'all might be young, but that's when it started for me. I was y'all age. I was sitting in that room. I was making bad decisions. I was hanging with the wrong people. I was being places I had no business being. But I had to change. I had to look myself in the mirror and ask myself who I want to be. Everybody say, who you want to be? Say, who you want to be? Say, who I want to be? You got to ask yourself who you want to be. Some of y'all got to look in the mirror today and ask yourself, who do I want to be for my life? Raise your hand if you want to be successful. Raise your hand if you want to be a failure. Raise your hand if you want to end up the rest of your life in jail. Raise your hand if you want to be successful and have a family and have a beautiful life. So understand that you got to understand who you want to be. And so listen, when I made that decision, after I left that room and I made that decision with myself and I asked myself who I wanted to be, that's when I turned my life around. That's when I started to believe in myself. That's when I started to get the opportunity and I started making better decisions for my life. I had to get around some of the people I was hanging around. I had to get from around some of the people that was dragging me down. I had to make better decisions for myself and who I wanted to be for my life. And I'll never forget, y'all, I got the opportunity to play college football. I got the opportunity to get a scholarship to go to college. I didn't know nothing about college. I didn't even care about school at the time. I didn't know nothing about being educated, but I got the opportunity to go play football in college. That was the greatest opportunity that I ever got for my life. How many of y'all want to go to college and get a scholarship? I got that same opportunity. And when I went off to college, y'all, it was the best time of my life. When you make good decisions and when you put yourself around good people, then you will have a life full of success. When I got the chance to go to college, I got to see things I never saw. I got to travel to places that I never been. I got opportunities that I would have never had for my life because I made good decisions. And then if you make that one bad decision, you will never get to experience that in life. You will make that one bad decision and everything in your life will be taken away from you. You will make that one bad decision and your life can be over. So I was thankful when I had to make that decision to go to college. I was thankful that I got a scholarship and then my life was turning around and I was changing. But in that time of my life, I started to get full of pride. I was full of ego. I thought I was really doing something. I thought I was better than what I wasn't. And when I was in college, I made the worst decision of my life. I talked back to my coach and I lost my scholarship. So when I talked back to my coach and lost my scholarship, I had to go back home. And when I went back home, I felt like a loser. I felt defeated. I was depressed. I felt like I couldn't do right in my life. I felt like it was over. And I remember the first thing I did, I started back hanging with them same people who was getting in trouble. I started back hanging with them same people that was in and out of jail. I started hanging out with them same people who didn't have nothing going on with their life. So since I started hanging around them, what you think happened with me? I started falling into the same crowd. I started thinking that my life was over. I promise you, we can't live by sight. You can't live by what you see and think that your life over. You got to live by faith that's inside you and believe that you can be anything, that you can make a difference, that you can be the change. But I started living by sight because I fell into the wrong crowd. I fell into the wrong group of friends. And I started back getting in trouble. I started back living wrong. I was in a situation in my life where I just feel like nothing could go right. But I'll never forget y'all. I had one of my coaches reach out to me, was a mentor, a teacher, somebody who loved and cared about me. He gave me an opportunity to start a business. He said, come work for my business. Come work with us and you can learn. You can learn a skill. Go back to school. You can finish college. You can get your degree. You a smart kid. It ain't over. Just because you don't play football no more, it ain't over. Just because you go through hard things in your life, life ain't over. Just because you lost a loved one, life ain't over. Just because you're going through hard moments in your life, it's not over. You can still make it. You can still be successful. You can still overcome. And when I met that coach, he put something in me that made me want to keep pushing. That made me want to be successful. That told me that my life can be better than this. I don't got to end up in the streets. I don't got to end up in jail. I could be everything that God's calling me to be and who I believe in myself to be. And so when I met that coach and started working for his business, he taught me everything about his business, y'all. And then I got the opportunity. He said, listen, you want to be my partner. He said, all you got to do is just save up your money and invest. So I worked hard. I put my head down. I gave everything I got. And that's how I started my first pressure washing business. And at that time, y'all don't realize when I first started that business, I didn't understand why. I didn't understand what it was doing for me. When I first started that business, I thought it was just to make some extra money. But guess what? You know how many high school kids that I done taught that done worked in my business? You know how many coaches done called me and said, hey, right now, man, junior parents locked up. He ain't got no money. You got some work? Can he come work with you this weekend for a couple $100s? I remember it was a homeless man downtown who needed some money. And he just kept begging me every time I see him. He said, listen, if you give me a job, I'll come work with you. So guess what? I gave him a job. That's why I started my business, because it was bigger than me. But at the time, I was thinking I was just starting a business for extra money. But down the line, it was bigger than me. I did that for my family. I did that for that homeless man. I did that for them kids that ain't had no money in their pocket. They didn't have nothing. I started a business for them. I ain't started a business for myself. I did that to give back to my community. Then when I was working my business, it was an old woman whose house was filthy. 60, 70 years old. She ain't had nobody to clean her house. Other people were trying to charge her $500 to $1,000 to clean her house. She called me and she said, listen, I don't got much money. Can you come clean my house? All I can pay you is $200. That's why I started the business, so I can give back to my community. So when you understand the choices that you make, the decisions that you make, everything that you put in you is bigger than you. It's not about yourself. If you're thinking about yourself, you ain't never gonna be successful. You make decisions every single day because you're thinking about you. You ain't think about your mama. You ain't think about how it was gonna make her feel. You ain't think about your parents, your loved ones. You ain't think about your little brothers, your little sisters, how it's gonna make them feel. You ain't think about your friend next to you, how it's gonna make you feel. So I had to make better decisions. So I started a business. When I was in high school, my GPA was nothing but a 2.0, 2.5 at best. But when I had the encouragement from my coach, when you got people around you who really love you, who pushing you and want you to be successful, they're gonna help change your life. So then when I got to college, I graduated with a 3.5. And listen, y'all, I'm telling you this because I'm the same person. It was nothing changed about me, but I just started making better decisions. Nothing changed about me because I just started believing. Nothing changed about me, but I just started hanging around a better group of friends. Nothing changed about me. I just started believing in myself a little bit more. So this is what you got to understand. You don't got to go through this big life change just to make a difference. No, you just got to make a decision within yourself and just say, I want better. Say, I want more for my life. I want to be successful. And I'm telling you, it starts right now. And when I made that decision, when I got around the right friends, when I started to listen to my coach, when I started to listen to my teachers, when I started to listen to the people that really love me, I saw my life change. And the moment that my life changed is why I remember when I graduated with a 3.5. I had my own business. Before I even graduated, I had different jobs offered me before I even crossed the stage. And it's because I just made better decisions for my life. And I promise you, man, this will motivate me to come back to the community, to give back and to pour into y'all, because this is where you make a difference here, right here in this room. You can't wait till you my age. You'll be over by that time. You can't wait until you have lost everything. It'll be over by that time. This is where you got to make the decision right now. I want to tell y'all this. I got a call the other day from one of my friends. I said, what's up? He called me like, Chris, what's up, bro? I'm like, what's up? He said, man, it's been so long since I talked to you. I said, bro, it's been forever, bro. How you been doing? Man, I've been good, man. I'm like, okay, that's cool. What you been up to, bro? Man, I've been speaking. I've been, working, doing my thing, business, trying to give back, trying to help. What you been up to? Man, I've been in jail for 9 years. I said, 9 years? For real, bro? Yeah, bro, I've been in jail for 9 years. I said, when did you go to jail? Right when we was teens, bro, 16, 17. I said, what, for what? For robbery. I said, for real? I told him, I said, man, look, I hope you do good, man. You got one more year. He said he got one more year till you get out. I said, when you get out, holler at me, bro. Anything you need, if I can be there for you, I can be there for you, bro. I love you. Keep your head up. I'm glad that you done made it through, that you kept your head up this whole time in prison. He said, when I get out, man, let me come holler at some of them kids you talk to, because this ain't the life they want to live. And I said, man, I definitely would do that, bro. And we hung up the phone. The first thing that thought to my head, don't y'all know, when I was here at the same age, my close friend, we was at them same ages, I was doing the same thing. You one decision away from either being right here or spending the rest of your life in jail. You one decision away. That could have been me. That could have been me locked up for all them 9 years. That could have been me sitting in prison. You one decision away. So I want to tell y'all today, man, what's the decision you going to make? What decision you going to make for your life? What decision you going to make for who you want to be and how you going to live your life? You can make a decision to keep on getting in trouble, to keep on playing, to keep on laughing, to keep thinking that life is a joke, to keep on disrespecting your teacher. But I'm telling you, it's only two places you're going to end up, either in jail or dead. And I'm telling y'all, listen, I'm 25 years old. I'm not far from y'all age. I got a lot of friends that when we were sitting in this room together, a lot of them dead and a lot of them in jail. A lot of them didn't make it because they never made the right decision. So that's what I'm asking y'all today, man. I'm asking y'all to make a decision. I'm asking y'all, when y'all leave this room, let every teacher in here inspire you. Let every adult and parent in your life help you and lead you. Be respectful. Be somebody in the community, when people see you and you walk in the room, everybody want to love you, everybody want to hug you. Be somebody who want to make a difference. Be somebody who really want to be a somebody. Stop walking around here thinking you can't be nothing. Stop walking around here thinking that you can't make a change. Stop walking around here thinking that this all my life got to offer. Because I'm just like you. I was born in Memphis. Been here my whole life. My family from Westwood, from Whitehaven. Been here my whole life. East Memphis. Grew up my whole life. And I done seen too many people think that this all life got to offer. Don't you know it's a beautiful world outside of Memphis too? Don't you know it's places to go, places to see, things to do with your life? But I promise you, if you in here getting in trouble, can't sit down, can't listen, you ain't gonna be nowhere in life. Can't be respectful, can't make a difference, you ain't gonna be nowhere in life. But if you really wanna be somewhere, it starts with making the right decision. It starts with loving yourself. It starts with loving your friends. It starts with loving your parents. It starts with respecting your community. Once you start to make that decision, I promise you, you'll have a change in your life. And your life can be special and you can be somebody. And when I say be somebody, I'm just saying be somebody full of love, full of happy. I'm saying be somebody who's proud to be known as yourself. You're proud of your last name, you're proud of your first name. And that's who I want y'all to be, and that's who I'm calling y'all to be. And that's why I come back, and that's why I do what I do. Because I promise you, man, it's important to me, and it matters to me. And this right here is the generation that's going to make a difference. This is the generation where everything in your life you're going through right now, you can make a change. This is the generation where everything that you want, you can have. There is nothing limiting to you. There is nothing holding you back. There is nothing that you can't be. There is nothing that you cannot have in your life, but you just got to make the right decision. And you got to show up every day for yourself. You got to show up every day for your family. You got to show up every day for your loved ones. I'm here right now today, y'all, because I want to show up for my mom. My mom is the most important person in my life. She gave everything for me. She gave everything for me, even when she saw me keep getting in trouble. Even when she saw me lose my scholarship. Even when she saw me going through my ups and downs in life, being disrespectful. Even when she saw me going down the wrong path, my mama just kept believing, and she kept believing that her son can make a difference, and she kept believing her son can make a change. And I don't know about you, but I take that personal. I want my mama to be proud of me. I want my family to be proud of me. I want my teachers to be proud of me. I want everybody I know to be proud of me and to know that I make a difference and I make a change. I want everybody to know that every single time I come into your life, I'm in your life because it means something, because it matters. I don't care about none of that. I care about my people. I care about making a change. I care about making a difference. I care about who y'all going to be in the future. I want y'all to look me up 5 years from now and say, man, I remember everything you said and it changed my life. I do this for my mama. I do this for my people. I do this for my generation. I'm waking up every single day, giving everything I've got so that we can be successful. This ain't about me. This ain't about you. This is about this generation. This is about our family. This is about our people. This is about giving back to our community. I'm tired of seeing folks y'all age getting locked up, going to jail because they stealing cars, because they shooting people, because they gang banging. That ain't going to get you nowhere in life. That ain't going to make you successful in life. But I promise you, once you make the right decision, when you do it for your mama, when you do it for your family, when you do it because it's bigger than you, then you're going to be successful. I thank y'all so much, man. I'm out. Appreciate y'all so much. Y'all be good.